celebrate the love that you have for each other, as well as to recognize this marriage. Ricardo, before God, do you take Sabrina to be your lawful wedded wife? And do you promise to be to her a true and devoted husband, true to her in all occasions, all seasons of life, and forsaking all others, will you remain faithful to her?
Yes, I do.
And Sabrina, before God, do you take Ricardo to be your lawful wedded husband? And do you promise to be to him a true and devoted wife, true to him in all occasions, all seasons of life, and forsaking all others, remain faithful to him? Well, Sabrina, at this time I'll ask you to pass your flowers to your maid of honor. Thank you, Megan. And I'd like for the rings to be presented to the bride and to the groom. Each hold the ring you're going to give to the other. Take a moment, look at the rings. And as you do so, I want to give you 3 thoughts about the symbolism of the rings. I'd begin with the beauty of the rings and encourage you to let the beauty of the rings always remind you of the beauty of the love that you have for each other. Then the ring itself is continuous. It's there to remind you love is truly best when it lasts. And then, of course, you wear the ring as a reminder of this special moment in time when you promised yourself to each other as husband and wife. Ricardo, if you would be so kind as to take Sabrina's left hand in yours, look lovingly and deeply into her eyes, and repeat these words to her. I, Ricardo, take Sabrina to be my wife.
I, Ricardo, take Sabrina to be my wife.
To have and to hold.
What was that?
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For richer or poor.
For richer or poor.
Before God and these witnesses.
And for God as the witnesses.
I promise my love to you.
I promise my love to you.
And I give you this ring.
And I give you this ring.
As a reminder of my love.
As a reminder of my love.
Well done. Sabrina, go ahead and take Ricardo's left hand. Look into his eyes. I, Sabrina, take Ricardo to be my husband.
I, Sabrina, take Ricardo to be my husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For richer or poor.
For richer or for poor.
Before God and these witnesses.
Before God and these witnesses.
I promise my love to you.
I promise my love to you.
And I give you this ring.
And I give you this ring.
As a reminder of my promise.
As a reminder of my promise.
Why don't you guys go ahead
Yay!
and the breeze that we're having right now is going to prevent the candle, but if we get a moment before the end of the ceremony, we'll still light the candle.
Yay!
So tonight, Ricardo and Sabrina, by entering into the
Woohoo!
promise of marriage, you have declared your love and your faith in each other, and it's my hope for you. I know everybody here and everybody watching, we all want the same thing.
Yay, guys!
It's a huge success.
Oh my
you
god.
guys to have a lifetime together, looking forward to and sharing special occasions.
Beautiful.
Creating beautiful memories to look back on. And you know, when you do take time to look back on those memories, you know what they're going to show you, and they're going to tell you the story of your love. It's going to be your love story, and you guys are writing it, and tonight's a new chapter for you, and so as you continue on, write well together. Now, I realize when you come here to the chapel to be married, there's many things on your mind, and you know, for example, will Megan make it on time? I'm just kidding. Will the minister poke fun at my sister? You know, these little things. But, you know, most importantly, you know, the most important thing to always remember is each of you. And realize this person you've married tonight is, in fact, the most important person you're going to know for the rest of your lifetime. And because of that, I'm sure they're a reflection of what you consider to be beautiful and meaningful as well. Now, I hope you understand what a precious gift love is. And I would, you know, realizing the source of love is God, and I would encourage you to cherish this gift that you have received from each other and keep it very special all your years together. And then, you know, honestly, to sustain a marriage to last lifetime, you know, it does require something of us. And I don't like to make it overly complicated, so I'll just say it this way. It just requires a little care, a little intent, a little work along the way. And then remember that, you know, the greatest thing that happens in marriage is really quite simple, what it does to each of you. And as you guys travel through life together and have the many conversations you're going to have, especially if you heed this advice, and speak words that build up and words that encourage and words that bring out the best and the beauty of each of you, you know what's going to happen is you're going to help each other to become even better people than you are now. And you guys are going to become better lovers than you are now. And your relationship is
Yep.
going to continue to grow stronger and brighter over the years. And it's really going to be amazing for you. And I know as you stand here tonight, that's the future that you want for each other. And, you know, there's probably 1,000 things that could be said. But I know one thing, if you practice the way you speak to each other, if you just practice that, it'll make all the difference in your future together as husband and wife. And with those thoughts and lack of wind, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and present the unity candle. It's never too late for a unity candle. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step over here, because it tends to be a little better. I'm going to go ahead and light these outside candles, and as you may know,
Aw, yay, Brina. I'm so happy.
promise you've made to each other to be loving and faithful. And now you're each going to take a candle, bring happiness to your new home. There must be this merging together of your two lives. And the lighting of the center candle, the unity candle, is an illustration of just that. Please light it together. It's kind of fun when it's speaking. I think that's pretty good. It's not it's not quite the same outside with the wind blowing, and these are going to go out, so don't let that bother you. You know, when the flames came together, the one thing that happened is this center flame, first it hesitated, but then it grew strong and bright. And let that be a picture of how love is in marriage. You know, as you start, it might hesitate a little bit, but your love over the years will grow stronger and brighter as you do everything well. I'm going to place this over here. I'm going to step back over there. You guys cuddle back up over there. I have just one more thing to say to you. And it's the very words you've come to hear. So, Ricardo and Sabrina, tonight you've come to this chapel to be married. And in this ceremony, you have now given yourself to each other by promise and by symbol. You have done this before God and us as witnesses. So now it's my absolute pleasure and honor, by the authority vested in me by the state of Nevada, to now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations, you two, and please celebrate with a kiss.
Yay! Do 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 do.